Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of Designers for Lunch. Today we welcome a designer that I actually met personally around 20 days ago during Glue Amsterdam. And when we met, we immediately thought of including her in our Isola.design gallery exhibition for the Dutch Design Week 2020. So let's call Alexandra. Let's see if she's ready to talk to us. Ciao, Alexandra. How are you?
Hi, Gabriella. I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good too. I'm good too. Thank you. Thank you, and welcome to Designers for Lunch. So I was just saying that we met 20 days ago, 25 days ago, like at during Blue Amsterdam. That actually I really like as events. Also because I had the chance to go for the first time with a bicycle, like to ride all over Amsterdam through the various locations, and it was like really.
Big
Uh,
adventure.
really enjoyable because it was a sunny day. I remember it perfectly. And we came to this amazing vintage furniture store. And you were exhibiting there your pieces, and so we met and we talked about them and like this now you're part of our community. How
Yes.
was that event? And for you, how is the situation now that unfortunately it's getting worse with COVID and Dutch Design Week physically has been cancelled?
Yes, like it seems like so much time before, like a Koon House when we were presenting in
Yeah,
Glue, but it's just 1 month ago. But everything now is so different.
it's
I
true.
was so excited, like after a long time being in lockdown, because in the beginning of this year it was my first exhibition, and actually during Object with Anne van der Zwaag, which was the
Nice.
first time for me to show my first collection. And I was thinking like, yes, let's go. But then everything, went into lockdown. So I was so excited to start up with Glue and meet with you guys. And to be in Eindhoven, also for me for the first time with my work. So I was super excited. But then, yeah, you get this news, so everything is a little bit different now.
But
But
we are doing
still,
our
yeah, but
best.
it's nice to see everything how it's going on digitally now.
Yeah. We are really doing our best, like to show all the projects of the designers in the exhibitions, like yours. Let's talk about abstraction. That is your collection, and let's talk a bit more about the offset bookcase and sunlight lamps. How did you came to that project, and if you want to tell us more about how they're made, what are the features?
Yeah. Well, I'll start with how I came up also with the name abstraction, because there are like multiple pieces that I'm showing, which are the bookcase and the sunlight, which you can see here.
Right.
But I also made some accessories. But I'm in my work, I'm really inspired by materials and abstract shapes. So I work a lot with rectangles, with lines, with circles, and how these shapes
We
can.
also have some photos that we can show to our to is connected right now,
Yeah.
and just to see like this is the bookshelf, like, and as you were telling me, you can design it, you can produce it in different sizes, right?
Yes, exactly. Like the how the bookcase, was thought of was that it was to be as slim and thin as possible. But then you have to look at what kind of materials are appropriate for still being a hardworking bookcase. Because for me, the functionality is really something that goes first in this
Of
design.
course, of course.
But then the design was made into a modular piece. So you have the steel frames. So it's basically three parts in this design, which are the steel frames,
As we
uh,
can see here.
which are the dark gray ones, and then you have the shelves, which are made of high density fiberboard, which is a lot stronger also than MDF. And then there are milled slots with CNC, where aluminum 3 millimeter panels are placed inside of them, which you can see are the light gray ones in these pictures.
Yeah. And then like we have the lamp sunlight.
Yeah.
That you have just behind yourself.
Yeah. Here you can see them with a little bit more detail.
This image is amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is also I work here with like abstract shapes, so it's everything is circular, but for me it's really the combination of how these materials come together. So what is the relationship of the brass backplate to the aluminum perforated panel, and that the whole of the materials, they come together really elegantly, so that there's as less distractions to the whole of the design.
There are no buttons here.
Yeah, it seems to be like there's no buttons, yes, but but the thing is that for me also the experience of the light is really important. So there are sensors inside this lamp,
Yeah.
in the two upper buttons that you can see. I don't know
Yeah.
if you see my probably don't see my cursor, but they're integrated, so you as a user can interact with the light, and then also choose the intensity level of the inner and outer ring of the light.
Just with your hands.
Yeah, I can show it. I don't know, do the people
I
see?
I tried it, so I know it. But yes, if you want to show it, we can go back. You can show it directly.
I think you can see this one better, but yeah. So now you can see it's pretty dark here in the middle.
Yeah.
But by pushing, it's probably a big light here now.
Yeah, but I mean, you understand perfectly how it works, and it looks amazing.
Now it's turned off, and now it's only the inner one. And if I touch it again, then also the outer ring goes on and off.
Wow.
So this is how it works.
So it's not just about being like minimal, being like really beautiful. It's also about technology. Like you really work for giving a better mood in spaces, and to give also to the users a better way to use a lamp. There's also more like an experience, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, listen.
Yeah, a lot of people when they first see the light, they think, oh, it's a static thing, but like it becomes really interesting when you as a user can decide how the effect of the light goes when you interact with it, and how it changes in the environment.
And what is the role of material in this project? You told us a little bit about the bookcase, but in here, like, what is the research?
Yeah, the research is like how the light, how the materials react to light. Like that's why it's also called sunlight, because it has some elements of like how it changes the atmosphere around it in the surroundings, like just as sunlight does. It has an effect on your how you feel in a space. So for me, it's really about like reflection, direct light. So it's direct and indirect light that cause this effect in this item.
But like, do you have two projects that are really different from each other? What is the common point between them? Is it the process, the creative thinking?
For me, it's really the search for those right materials for the idea that I have in my head. So yeah, in the bookcase, it's really about construction, functionality. And in this slide, it's really more about experience. And then I search for the materials that fit within that vision.
Okay. And we saw briefly also another image before that there is a starlight, right? There is a smaller version, like a bit different version. If we can go back to the images, maybe I can show it again. Let me see. So like here is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You want to say something about it?
Yeah. Well, when I finished with the sunlight, which is a lamp which has a diameter of 55 centimeters, but then I thought it would be nice to have a small analog version. So this is a tea light holder, but it's with the same ideas that I had for the sunlight, but then you can just put them in on a cabinet, like with the lights inside, and it has basically the same effect. But it also has a brass back panel and an aluminum perforated front. So when you turn on the light, it also has some graphic features to it. So they are resembling each other, but it's like the smaller sister of the sunlight.
Okay, and like, so you thought also to a version of the lamp that is not as much as technologic as the wall one, but that can still be can still make the difference, no, in such a home, a cozy home environment.
Exactly.
Uh,
Now that the days are getting shorter, it's really nice to have like a nice atmosphere in the home, and especially now with Corona, you have to make the best out of
yeah,
your living room.
yeah.
So yeah.
We will talk about it also during a talk we have tomorrow with the Lamitex and Design Wanted, like how homes can improve in this period where we are spending really a lot of time at home. So like this is really an important topic, and so we can say also that these lamps are on sale on Milan Design Market. So you can find the wall lamp in the virtual exhibition of Milan Design Market, and you can also buy them. So like whoever wants to improve the light and the mood of their homes, they can buy it online, right?
Yes.
So, what do you think about this digital version of Dutch Design Week? As you said before, like we were all waiting to be in Eindhoven together, like, and celebrate this physical event after a long time. At least for us, you had the one in Amsterdam, but for us, it's been really a year that we are not having physical events. Like, so, but how are we experiencing the digital one? Like, do you think it's something that can work by itself, or still like? There's no comparison with the physical event. They can be both together, but only digital is a little bit limited, even if we did our best to make it strong.
Well, I think I really hope that the physical event can come back soon. I hope next year. But I think it's amazing how we have a certain problem and we cannot do this physical event, but how technology can help us to create this digital version is really amazing, I think. And I think it's really like really good. It's amazing how to see the digital design district and all the designers and their works in the design district, and also the 3D virtual reality is the quality is really amazing. But I really hope that it can be like a hybrid thing, and I
Yeah.
think especially because there's like much more attention to this digital event. I think the Dutch Design Week is also in other countries much more accessible. So I am really wondering like how many people from Japan or Brazil are now also looking here at Isola in Eindhoven online. So that's really
Yeah,
cool.
actually, we are seeing the stats, and it shows that we have visitors from really all over the world. So maybe some countries like in a small percentage, but this is true. Like this is a big value of being digital, that you can reach anywhere, anyone, anywhere, and at any time. But as you said, the to have both together, physical and digital, can be the next challenge to make them talk, to integrate the two versions of an event. And this is what actually we were trying to do and organizing for this year's Dutch Design Week. Unfortunately, the physical part is not there anymore, but we will do it next year. Hopefully, like we have to be optimistic, like we have to have an optimistic vision of the situation. Of course, like right now is not that good, but I'm sure it's gonna improve, and we are already working for the next year.
Really hope that Milan next year can be organized again.
We hope so too. We really hope so too. So, and what about your future? What are your plans for the future? Do you have any projects going on? Like, are you working on something new?
Well, I have a lot of ideas also based on my sunlight, and also looking into other materials that have some relation to light. So you have now the black 2.0, for instance, which I find really interesting because yeah, it absorbs all light, for instance. So looking into like materials that have a different amount of like absorbing reflection, softening light. So yeah, these are like the things that I'm working on now in my head. I have some ideas already, but yeah, it's still in process.
So you like to work with light.
Yeah.
It's something that you want to continue doing to improve.
Yes.
That's really interesting because you did for being your first product, your first lamp, like you did a really great job. I really loved it. So so good luck.
I have a nice team with me to help me. So yeah, we all need each other to make something good. So that's important.
That's really important, and like I can really say it, that's really important. And so really keep doing this really great job, and I hope that we can show your next project in a physical event as well. And good luck with everything. I hope to see you soon in the Netherlands or here in Milan, maybe in April. And thank you very much for being with us today and for being part of our Isola.design Gallery exhibition.
Thank you as well, and also thank you for all the hard work and setting all this amazing digital event online. So thank you also.
It was our pleasure. It was our pleasure, and to see like also that you, as all the other actual designers, journalists, like professionals, are giving us really amazing feedback. Like it motivates us even more to keep doing this job and to try to do our best even in these hard times to spread the voice to show the project that we think it worth to be shown and like yours. So again, hope to see you soon and have a nice end of the event and have a nice day.
Yeah, we'll
Ciao,
see.
Alexandra.
Bye-bye.
Absolutely. Ciao.